people Big World fans have been waiting desperately for Matt and Caryn's wedding. The former proposed to his longtime girlfriend on LPBW season 25, and she said yes. The stars have been together for several years. Matt and Caryn were enjoying their courtship period after engagement. They were using the extra time of their lives to strengthen their bond after the show's cancellation. The reality TV stars traveled to new places and met their friends and family to have a good time together. However, Matt and Caryn have stopped sharing any details on their social media lately. They were expected to tie the knot this year. When are they getting married? Have they delayed their wedding again? Why the couple has stirred breakup rumors? LPBW stars Matt and Caryn have been together for a long time. However, the former didn't want to live in the home where he lived with Amy and the children. Hence, Matt decided to build a new home on the other side of the property. He used his architectural skills to build a new home for his fiancée. The reality TV star shared several glimpses of his new home with fans. Matt had to delay their wedding for several years because of the paperwork in his home. It took him several years to get all the paperwork to start building the property. The reality TV star got down on one knee before Caryn on season 25. Fans were sure that Matt and Caryn would tie the knot in a few months after the show's cancellation. Have they postponed their wedding again? Matt Roloff has gone public with Caryn Chandler several years ago. He popped up the question on season 25 to take their relationship to the next level. The LPBW star has regularly shared updates with his fiancée on social media since his engagement. Fans were speculating a wedding special episode on Matt and Caryn's special day on TV. They wanted to tie the knot in 2024. However, the pair had to delay their plans for some unknown reasons. A source shared in August 2024 that the Little People Big World stars were set to tie the knot in May 2024. Sadly, Matt and Caryn had to delay the wedding and plan to exchange vows in Hawaii. Later, they had to delay the plans further due to the former's mom, as she needed extra care. Fans of the series have started noticing something unusual between the pair. They have not seen the couple post about each other in the past few months. Hence, a Redditor started a thread to discuss a possible breakup between the two. Several fans also felt the same. One fan said, "I firmly believe their relationship is for show and business and not actually genuine." Another user felt that the reality TV star faked their relationship for the show. Moreover, a different user claimed, "My partner saw them at the grocery store a few days ago." Some were also positive that the pair was together, as Caryn still likes his posts. Zach and Tori Roloff have just announced a new milestone to their Little People Big World fans. They like to share their happy and sad moments with their audience. The LPBW star loves to make every moment special about their family. Hence, fans desperately wait for Tori and Zach's family. The couple likes to experiment with new things. They live happily with their 3 children, Jackson, Josiah, and Layla. So the stars often celebrate birthdays or anniversaries at their Washington home. Tori likes to capture every single moment of her adorable kids with her audience. She is her children's biggest cheerleader and supports them in all their achievements. However, fans already know that Tori and Zach don't have a special event in their family. So, what are they celebrating? What was all this about? Has something new happened? LPBW star Tori Roloff doesn't hesitate to flaunt her children's special moments. She uses her photography skills to capture all the wholesome family moments. Recently, the reality TV star surprised her followers with some adorable clips. Tori shared a series of pictures of her children enjoying the first snow of the season. She captured Josiah, Jackson, and Layla playing in the snow. The reality TV star shared all the happy faces with her followers and gushed over their mischief. Tori explained how many times her kids went out in the snow for fun. They even cried about having cold fingers and forgot eggs in their pockets. Still, they had an amazing day playing outdoors. Fans gushed over the kids looking so adorable while playing in the snow. They noticed how happy Layla and Josiah looked after experiencing the weather. Little people, big world fans like to watch every new update on Tori and Zach's lives. They have spent many years watching them on screens. Hence, they have a special connection with the couple. Tori and Zach broke their fans' hearts when they announced their exit from the series. However, they gave them a chance to know more about them through their podcast, Raising Heights. Recently, the LPBW star announced that their podcast has crossed 1 year. Zach and Tori excitedly revealed that it was their podcast's birthday. Zach declared, "It is our podcast birthday on Feb 13. He even encouraged his followers to wait for their upcoming episode. Meanwhile, Tori was more excited about the special milestone. She expressed, "You guys, it has been 1 year since we launched Raising Heights. That's mind-blowing to me." Zach admitted that was never really big on birthdays, so he freaked out when his wife asked him to hold a banner to make it look special. Tori explained that they have launched total 41 episodes till now. She couldn't believe that fans were hanging out with them for 41 weeks. Moreover, the reality TV celeb admitted that she never expected to come such a long way. Zach, on the other hand, had full faith in his audience. Do you also like listening to Tori and Zach's podcast? Share what you think about them in the comments below. Audrey Roloff has just demanded a break from her husband, Jeremy Roloff, on social media. The LPBW pair doesn't have a great fan following due to their weird parenting style and controversial behavior. Little people, big world fans are habitual of their new controversies and drama. Audrey and Jeremy try to prove themselves the best couple in the series. They flaunt a lot about their wholesome family and make money by sharing tips for healthy marriage. Audrey and Jeremy love to show off their bond among the audience. They have dedicated their social media to talking about relationships, marriage, and parenting. The LPBW stars have decided to share their own experience with their audience and make money from it. The reality TV star has their own podcast where they share tips for others and talk about their marriage. Recently, Jeremy and Audrey completed 10 years of their union. They were proud to become parents of 4 kids in 10 years of marriage. Later, the reality TV stars also shared the secret of their healthy marriage with fans. Audrey and Jeremy shared that they have been following a weekly check-in for almost 11 years now to keep going stronger. Why did Audrey ask for a breakup from Jeremy? LPBW stars Audrey and Jeremy have hinted about a rough patch on the latest social media update. They have always tried to portray themselves as the perfect couple on the show. However, a Redditor noticed her frustration with her husband after her latest live session. The OP wrote, Audrey saying she needed to take some time off social media, right after her live where she did some last-minute chilling. The user felt that Audrey was just annoyed with Jeremy after he lost one of their big sponsorships because of defending Elon. The former spends so much time and effort on her social media career while taking care of her 4 kids. She earns good money with her hard work and works day and night to find more income streams. Meanwhile, Jeremy is just a new version of Matt without a TV show. The OP explained, I feel like her taking a break is a passing of the torch, so to speak. Audrey might have wanted her husband to take the lead so she could take a break from all the hustle. Several fans felt sad for her for working so hard while raising her 4 children. One fan said, Jerm came home from yet another trip, and she's so burnt out from raising 4 kids and carrying their family financially. Another user felt that Audrey does this every few months, and she would be back soon. Moreover, others pointed out that she takes at least a week off sometimes to reset. Molly Roloff was one of the siblings who made her debut on Little People Big World with her parents, Matt and Amy Roloff. While all her brothers created havoc around the house and messed with one another, Molly was the sensible one. The LPBW fans would be amazed to look at a 12-year-old who was so mature and helpful around that house. While the star has always been an overachiever and is considered the smartest Roloff kid. However, she has almost disappeared from the public eyes since her last TV appearance. However, she is still thriving in her career. So what does Molly Roloff do for a living? Keep reading to know more details about this. Molly Roloff was merely 12 years old when she first appeared on Little People Big World. It became one of the most successful shows to come out of the franchise, and her life turned upside down. As mentioned above, the LPBW fans developed a soft corner for her. It would astonish them how the preteen was so mature for her age. As years passed, the viewers got to see Molly flourish into a beautiful young woman. However, she stopped starring in the show all too much since she left for college in Washington. It turns out the Roloff sibling is an undergraduate of Whitworth University with a degree in Bachelor of Arts in Accounting. At the same time, Molly also studied literature and Spanish while attending. In fact, 2016 was her passing year. Well, that wasn't all. Molly was also fortunate enough to come across the love of her life when she was in college. She began dating Joel Silvius, and when things got serious, they wasted no time tying the knot. Like all her other siblings, Molly also got married at the Roloff Farms, her family's legacy. As per Mary biography, Joel works as a data analyst at Gonzaga University. However, there is not much information about Joel, as he too believes in having a private life. While he appeared alongside Molly in LPBW for a few episodes, both of them don't have much detail on the internet about their personal lives. As mentioned above, Molly Roloff has been quite an overachiever. Well, her LinkedIn says that she even worked at her university in Washington in 2014. She was the manager of the Hickson Union Building and carried out emergency or safety procedures. Later, Molly also worked with the First Presbyterian Church and developed preliminary strategic plans, and also conducted market research for them. Then Roloff became part of Moss Adams, a public accounting firm, for 4 years. At first, she worked as assurance staff, and later got promoted to senior. There was also a time when Molly worked as a transcriptionist at ABC Transcriptions. However, the latest details on her LinkedIn suggest that Molly is now a part of Nordstrom, the famous luxury department store chain. She works in the company as a senior accountant. Well, it is a full-time and a remote job. Molly became part of the organization in 2021 and continues to work with them to this date. However, there are no more details about her field on the website. But being an accountant suggests that the ex-TV star probably deals with collecting and tracking the company's finances. Do you agree that Molly is the smartest Roloff sibling, and do you miss watching her on the show? Do tell us in the comments below. Things have taken a wild turn in the lives of Roloff family members from Little People Big World. It all happened when LPBW fans began taking notice of Jeremy Roloff being more sour than usual. He has been this way since not buying a part of his family farm, the Roloff Farms. Later on, they saw his father, Matt Roloff, give a vintage family car to his youngest son, Jacob Roloff. Could it be possible that the elder sibling is jealous of his younger brother's special treatment? Keep reading since we have all the answers for you. The famous Roloff family is used to showcasing wholesome moments from their lives on social media. However, fans have been observing a weird pattern. Apparently, Jeremy Roloff has been using his Instagram a lot to display his disappointment. He did so after not getting a share of his family farm, Roloff Farms, belonging to his dad, Matt Roloff. Eventually, the viewers were shocked after realizing his father gifted a family vintage car to his youngest son, Jacob Roloff, on his birthday. Hence, they couldn't help but wonder if the brothers were in the middle of sibling rivalry. Moreover, fans feel it's possible as the youngest son is getting all the pampering. Once the matter was a part of a discussion on Reddit, fans seemed to agree to this speculation. Furthermore, they also showered a lot of love on Jacob, claiming he deserves all the good things. Then they pointed out that the youngest son has experience in the farming business. Hence, he would probably take over the farm too. Later on, another commenter claimed this treatment towards Jacob must be hindering Jeremy's self-righteousness. Eventually, another Redditor observed that neither Audrey nor Jeremy liked Matt Roloff's post regarding the gift. Hence, a lot of people from the fandom began believing that the elder sibling really might have an issue with the younger one. However, all these opinions were part of a theory on the internet. Therefore, unless someone from the Roloff family addresses the matter. While one side of the LPBW fandom was cheering for Jacob, other people demeaned Matt Roloff. Moreover, there were loads of comments on the thread claiming he has been a bad person and caused a rift between his kids. Apparently, an account believes that the cast member is compensating in unhealthy ways for exploiting his family for years. While saying so, they talked of the time the family patriarch allegedly behaved in a disrespectful manner, adulterer, and an absent father. Another commenter claims that the famous father has been playing his kids against one another. However, they didn't know he did it intentionally or not. Last but not least, another Redditor thinks it is weird how the star didn't simply write he is proud of his son. Instead, he gloated about the gift he gave to his child on social media. Do you think this incident will cause the Roloff family to hit rock bottom? Tell us in the comments below. Amy Roloff and Chris Marek are finally hitched. The fan-favorite Little People Big World couple has finally tied the knots in a grand and beautiful ceremony. The wedding reunited the Roloff family, and a lot of its members reconciled with each other. However, only one of the important parts of the family was missing from the entire event. Amy and her ex-husband Matt's daughter, Molly Roloff, did not appear in any of the pictures from the wedding. Did she not attend it, and why? Here's all you need to know about it. Molly appeared in pictures uploaded by Jacob's wife, Isabel. She attended Amy's wedding but stayed away from getting in any pictures. Hence, there are chances that she did not film for the TLC show either. Amy Roloff's wedding to Chris Marek was a much-anticipated event for a lot of TLC viewers. However, they were also excited to finally see the Roloff family together. While nearly all members arrived to show their support for the LPBW matriarch, only Molly was missing from the equation. Out of the thousands of pictures her family members uploaded during Amy's wedding, Molly wasn't present in any of them. Out of all former Little People Big World stars, fans were most excited to see the Roloff daughter. As of now, TLC viewers are wondering what could be the reason why Molly missed her mother's wedding. The event was a huge one, with nearly all family members and relatives attending. It was also a life-changing occasion for Amy, and she was excited to have her kids support her during it. Sadly, Molly didn't make it to the wedding, neither did she attend her mom's wedding shower. Currently, people are assuming that the reason behind the same could be the filming of LPBW's new season. TLC has been adamant about featuring Amy and Chris's wedding on the show. However, Molly has left the show years ago and does not want to be in the public eye anymore. Her brothers Jeremy and Jacob had also left the TLC show years ago, but they are still very active on their social media. On the other hand, the Roloff daughter does not have a public social media account and keeps her life as private as possible. So she might not want to be a part of her mother's wedding to avoid media and the public from disrupting her privacy. On the other hand, there are chances that she did attend the wedding but refrained from getting captured in any of the pictures. She wasn't present in the pictures on the day of the wedding, neither in the background. However, Jacob's wife Isabel accidentally uploaded a group picture with Molly and her husband, Joel Silvius. While the picture wasn't